Hey, hey, the Xbox is dead. It's so dead that it's having a June showcase and back to back with Gears of War E-Day. Game Pass Triton? Huh? Yeah, let's get to it, baby.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us coming and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Froomies trading people, worders skin. All recent gaming, go race and pay top bean. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin! Ha ha ha! Man, oh man. Incredible. It's kind of scary though. So much back-to-back great news from Xbox. So much good stuff cooking. I mean, chat, it's getting kind of scary though because, usually with the back-to-back good news, there's usually a step in the rake though. But I don't know if there's going to be a rake to step on though. I mean, it's getting weird, huh? It feels weird. Like I'm always waiting for that rake to come up, but I don't know. I feel like for a little while it's not going to happen. What do you think, chat? But before that though, good morning everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one. Wish you a beautiful and awesome Tuesday. How you guys doing, man? What's cooking? How's everything? Oh man, we got David Cohen in the building already. Speaking over here, he says, good morning, Louis. What time does your stream start, by the way? The Lenovo Legion Go has been a huge win ever since it launched because, it's powerful handheld and it has a Steam library. There you go. If it's true, Gears of War E-Day is being shown off again with gameplay. Let's go. Hope we get some gameplay of Gears of War. Also, what kind of new gameplay mechanic can we expect to see? I'm a little curious about that. Let me tell you something, David. The only thing I'm curious about when it comes down to Gears is that I have my little chainsaw gun for me to chainsaw all the baddies all over the place. That's the only thing I'm curious about. Can you believe that, though? Out of all things, all I care about is that good old little chainsaw gun. Let's go. Ha-ha. You, babe, what's up? What's up? How you doing? He says, I want to see Gears launching, not launching on PS5, just to trigger the ponies. Pickles, what's up? What's up, Rachie? Hello. He says, yeah, it's dead. Of course, they keep saying it's dead. And we say, no, it's okay and alive. But, of course, we got to say it's dead just in case, just to be down with the cool crowd. Yeah, got to be down with the cool crowd. Yeah, we got to be cool with the crowd. Golly. All right, let's keep on going. Pickles. Hey, but I hate when stupid-ass ponies be saying more games to the PS5, though. Oh, you hate that too, huh? You think you're expecting a dev direct anytime this year? I do not think it's going to happen, John Wolf. Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? 2 seconds in and already lost brain cells. Uh-oh. Peace, love, life. What's up, legendary? Yo, B, how you doing, bro? Good morning. Yubei says, probably no dev direct between now and June showcase. It's only 10 weeks away. Yeah, exactly. So it's only 10 weeks away. I don't think they're going to have another dev direct. Unless, if something surprising comes around. Because, lately it's all been surprises when it comes down to Xbox. I mean, we've just been getting good news left to right. Good stuff happening. And it's insane. I mean, ever since Asha sat there, she started fixing up things. And you're like, oh, okay. All right. Cool. Sincere's good morning. Eric, what's up, bro? How you doing? Good morning. So, chat, Definitely Stalker 2 today. What do you mean by Stalker 2? You're gonna cook some Stalker 2? Best game ever. No joke. Love that game to death. You know? Ooh. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I love Dave the Diver a lot. Dave the Diver is fantastic. I mean, oh man. But Stalker 2 holds a very special place in my heart. Oh man, that game is hard, complicated, but fun. Ooh. Great story too. There needs to be another showcase or deep dive for Forza Horizon 6. There has been like 50 deep dives out there, Pickles. The sad part about this is that IGN is doing the deep dives. I don't know why, but they're the one doing the deep dive videos. I mean, you can see all that videos out there. Just look for IGN, and they've been doing videos nonstop about Forza Horizon 6. They've been promoting it heavily. Fixing the truth. Are you telling the truth that God Phil was destroying the brand? No. Listen. Let me tell you something. Sometimes in business-wise, I'm going to sit here and talk to you in business. Sometimes you do some stuff, you experiment with some stuff, and even though for you it might be the proper way, even though for you might see it and it's working for you, but for a lot of people it's not working. So, then comes another person, from the right or the left, and comes around to tell you, hey, listen, this is not working. We got to do something because, it's doing something. So yes, to say that Phil is destroying the brand, no, because to be honest though, Phil put the brand in a very good spot when it comes to the brand itself. Because remember one thing, the brand was, it doesn't have any games. The brand was, it's dead. The brand was all this, even though they keep on saying it's dead because, that word is in their mouth though. But he put the brand with more games than ever. And this is like the thing we are enjoying the most is we got a box with plenty of games to play. Now, the thing is, if people will stop fanboying as much, right, out there, as they do, they go crazy fanboy about things, though, at the end of the day, though, they don't realize that they are so stuck up in their fanboy ways that they don't seek the truth. They just want to sit there and live a lie. That's the thing, though. But Phil has done a very good job with the machine. I mean, this is where we're at. And to be honest, though, even though there's been bad publicity behind it, even though there has been some crazy stunts and everything, we got to be happy with how the box is. I mean, we're having fun, we're enjoying it, and we're playing games, and that's the purpose of the box. But yeah, she came in there fixing some things up that needed to be fixed, and she's making it way more better than how it was before. That's the thing we got to say. Yeah. But fuck IGN for giving Marathon a 9. Bro, I don't even know what to say. Grizz, what's up, Grizz? How you doing? Isaac Hayes? Good morning. Yes, I had a nice weekend, though. I went riding, went to... First time I went to go see a big lake here in Dominican Republic, which I tell you what, seriously, I mean, it looked like Yellowstone, kind of. It was like, wow, this is amazing. I just paused when I saw that. I said, wow, this is like the most beautiful thing I've ever saw. I even posted the picture in Discord. That's how beautiful it was, man. It was just beautiful. Those 30 minutes right there, it's like I wanted to grab a chair, get a fishing rod. I'm not kidding you. Grab a chair, get a fishing rod, get a fridge full of beers, chips, and just sit there, fish, and just have fun. No joke. That's how beautiful it was. It was so peaceful, so quiet, and so Mother Nature, man. Oh, golly. But all right, let's keep going, Chad. We got a couple things we got to say, though. Yes. Where did you go? I went to Lago Enriquillo, you babe. Lago Enriquillo. So beautiful, man. I'm telling you. Like, I was on one side, you see like the mountains on the other side of the lake, just plain lake. So, oh man, there was crocodiles in there. I was about to turn into Louis Dundee, jump in there and grab myself a croc. You're like, come here. So yeah, Chad, we got a couple things we got to talk about today. First things first, we got to talk about this Triton. I don't know why. It sounds like it's a really mean Optimus Prime, though. But yeah. Or it sounds like, what's that movie called about the guys who go inside, they run around in this little glowy suits and riding around those bikes and everything. I forgot the name of that movie. Riding around and stuff and kicking each other's butt, which I never seen the first one, though. I heard it was really good. But yeah, I never seen the first one, though. Wait a minute. Where is the... Oh, Why don't I pull up the website though? Oh, here it is. Okay, let me put it over here, chats. So that way we can see what's going on. But let's talk about this, chat. I mean, there's a thing with the Game Pass that just came up, and it's Triton. Triton Game Pass. Weird name though. The rising prices again. Who said that? Where did that come out from? No! I mean, I gotta tell you something. If Xbox raises the prices again, I mean, you're gonna see the Sony fanboys go out there like, yeah, laughing their butts off them. For now, we don't need any more of that right now. Yep. Blueberries, cherries, strawberries, red grapes, and cranberry grape blend for fiber and health. Oh, Lord, that makes you go to the bathroom, though. Man, oh, man. So let's get cooking, chat. Let's get cooking. So we have right here, good conversation here for today, and that is, okay, here we go. So, Xbox Game Pass Triton shows up with only first-party games, sparking questions about whether Microsoft is preparing a shakeup to its subscription model. A mysterious new Game Pass tier shows up with only Xbox titles. Huh? Alright, let's get to it. Thanks to Red PHX over on X, formerly Twitter, we may have an early look at the possible new Game Pass tier. Red PHX regularly digs into Game Pass updates, sharing new additions, updates to stream your own game, and even behind the scenes updates. They does this by checking data from Microsoft public-facing backend and can sometimes reveal changes before they appear to public. Oh, interesting. So, what is Xbox Game Pass Triton and what does it include? Alright, let's see what it includes, baby. According to Red PHX, this includes Doom Eternal, Doom 64, Dishonored 2, Fable Anniversary, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Gears 5, Halo 5, Guardians, Halo Wars 2, Hellblade, Ori and the Blind Forest, Psychonauts, State of Decay 2, and The Elder Scrolls Online Retro Classics. Whew, that's a lot though. That's a lot. We are recently fresh off the rumors that Asher Sharma is looking for ways to evolve Game Pass. This includes suggestions that Netflix could be bundled in, as well as the potential efforts to reduce the cost of the service. With that in mind, a new tier does not seem out of the question if those rumors are to be believed. If you think these updates regarding Xbox Game Pass, be sure to give Red PX a follow on X to stay tuned to date with any code names or other Game Pass related. So basically, they're going to make a Game Pass tier with only first-party titles, though. How does that work, though? I mean, if you're going to make a Game Pass tier like that, it's got to be like, what, $15 or $10? I mean, it can't be more expensive than that, though. If you're going to have a tier like that, though. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the new tier like this. Personally, I would prefer options that let me remove things like Fortnite, Crew, and additions I do not use from my Game Pass Ultimate subscription, which that will be fantastic. I wish they did that, though. Paying for these features I don't care can feel frustrating, which leads to agree with Jen's recent piece on Game Pass, which I highly recommend you give a read or check out. But that's an odd tier, because here's the thing, though. I know, right? We have read the rumor out there that Asher's looking for ways, to sit down, look at Game Pass, find solutions with Game Pass, for it to be at a better price. I get that, though, but having a tier like this with just first-party titles, I don't know how much people are going to be attracted to that, because basically what we do love and enjoy about Game Pass is all these third-party titles that drop in day one, plus all the new stuff that's been going on with the Xbox Studios, right? I mean, that's pretty fantastic, though. And what you can do is, why don't you make yourself a tier for a very good price that we can get, for example, Xbox first-party content. We can get when I mean by Xbox first-party content, we can get Call of Duty into it too. And another thing we can get is that if we can also get the third party in there, right? And for a very affordable price, let's say like between 20 and 25. And the 30 is, if you want to pay for 30 Ultimate, is for if you are going to use cloud gaming, which I don't use it because I don't have it. I wish I did. And that's something that I keep on saying, Microsoft, please fix that so soon, because we actually need this, to happen here in DR. I need that. But yeah, because, we can get rid of the cloud gaming. And also, if you're not going to use the Fortnite thing or the Ubisoft Plus games, because, the funny thing is, the Ubisoft Plus classics that I had on there, I already have them, beating them, and I'm done with them. Like, I don't want to, like, I look at them like, yeah, okay. You know, at least Star Wars Outlaws is on there, but I'm not interested in Star Wars Outlaws. Can you guys? I don't know if you can relate to that, but it's like I'm not interested. I'll probably give it a go later on down the road, but yeah. But you know, if they can, you know, bring it back to how it was, you know, and take away those at least those three things out of there, make yourself a tier that's nice and sweet for us, you know, who don't want to play those Ubisoft classics and stuff like that. I mean, it'll be fine though if they actually did that. But having like just one with just first party content though, especially like really old first party content, it's like I don't know if that would stick with me though. GG the cheese. How you doing, Gigi? What's up, Gigi? Hello. Good morning, Gigi. All right, so my throne vet says, you know me, I don't want to get things started. I'm just here to let you know I'm done with Xbox. They're done. I could afford to stop using it because there are better games out there that there are on PC. Huh? What do you mean, though? I'm not giving to buy a console hybrid, PC hybrid, so I just can't play PC games. When I look at an Xbox game, their problem is they won't have to do enough stuff with the consoles. Huh? The Xbox is just a try before you buy its service. I'm not going to pay $45 for a game you cannot mod simply because it's a console game. So no, sorry, ain't going to happen. I'm not spending $1,500. So my throne vet, I'm going to counter your debate right here, because before you go on ahead and just go ahead and say what you got to say, here's the thing though. We still don't know what this box can do or cannot do, my friend. You still don't. So you going out there and saying like, you know, I'm not going to spend this. I mean, it's not. I mean, if you want to stick to PC, cool, I get it. But at the end of the day, though, it's not going to like, because we don't know what this box can do. I mean, maybe the next box can actually mod, and you can sit there and mod on the next box, and then you'll be like, oh, shoot, I'm going to go pick up myself that box, you know? But yeah, I mean, that's what I mean, though. Like being here and be like, I'm not going to get the box because I'm done, because of this, because of that. I mean, we don't know what the box can do yet, bro. All we know is that it can run Windows. That's all we know as of now. You can add all these stores to it, but in the end, though, the box itself, what can we do with it? We just don't know. For a machine allows me to try the game for an hour for free and the upload PC version. Sorry, not going to happen. And I'm the type of gamer that will pay $200 for my current Skyrim. I get it. But if you prefer PC, bro, that's cool. I mean, like I said, I have no problems with people who just prefer to game on PC. You can game on a cell phone, you can game on a tablet, you can game wherever you want. I'm happy with you. But, you know, again, we do not know what the next box is going to do, bro. We got to wait till we hear more news about it, till people get their hands on it and talk about what this next box can do. That's what we got to know. In my opinion, they should get rid of the Essential and replace it with Triton. All right, there you go, Rachie. That's a good one. Sony fans make fun of Ubisoft and Microsoft marriage. Oh, God. Laugh out loud every time, Louis. I'm good at yourself. I'm glad you're good, Gigi. You know, always happy to see you here, coming by and saying hello and good morning. Doesn't matter what Helix Scanner can do. The fact is, if you own a console, you cannot update your games. You cannot mod your games. But this is the current now console, my throne vet. You gotta wait for the next gen because it's got. I mean, look, I don't know what's gonna do, and even if I did know, my friend, and if I did know, let's say I get some inside stuff, I still will not tell you though. But in the end, though, look, we gotta wait till we find more info on the box, my friend. We gotta wait till we find more info. We gotta wait for the info to come out in order for it to be true. We gotta wait, to see what this next box can do. And let me tell you something, all right? If you want to stick to PC, fantastic, Stick with PC, If you want to stick to PC, that's fantastic, my friend. Soon he will use the Xbox mode on the PC, so he will be on the Xbox. Oh, there you go. That too. Really? Time to pay on you, babe. Yeah, YouTube. I don't know why YouTube hammers people with a lot of ads, though. It's insane. Like, dude, put your ads like once, twice, that's it. And then, wait like an hour or two and then do it again. But it's always with the ad thing, though. But, like I'm saying, though, you got to chill out. We got to wait till we see more on the box, though. As of now, we know that it's going to be easier to develop on. That's what we know of. We now know that it's going to have Windows in it. We all now know that it's going to have Steam in it. We now know that it's going to have all this stuff into it. And like I said, though, we have to wait and see. Maybe it can mod. Who knows, you know? If you have a console and it has PC mode, what's the sense of having a console? Well, I'll give you the answer, though. Probably 2,000 or 3,000 cheaper. 2,000 or 3,000 is the answer right there. I just gave it to you. $2,000 or $3,000 less. Because, you know, right now, for example, to build a very good PC is like $2,000 to $3,000 though. Like I'm saying, a very good PC. Now, if you want to go extreme, it's $4,000 to $5,000. If you're a channel member, you should not get ads, any ads, period. That's true, though. They should do that, though. Weird. Twitch does it, though. If you're like a full member, you should not get ads, though. It's weird, though. Oh. And yes, it's a hybrid for a reason. Yep. We gotta wait and see, my friend. We gotta wait and see. Listen. Don't beat yourself down with this, because at the end of the day, though, we just have to wait, because we just got info about this box. A little bit of info. We have more to see by next year, you know. Probably the box will be announced this year. I mean, heck, who knows? You know, in the Fan Fest, we probably see the new Xbox glowing and being beautiful. But that's the thing, though. Why do you think it's going to be $1,500? I don't know why you guys got that idea, though. Wait till the company tells y'all what the price is. Prop boy, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Because the thing is, look, let me tell you something. Right? Right now, no matter what, no matter how we look at it, left, right, whatever you go, as of this moment, this is just this moment right now, consoles are expensive as of this moment. Right now, you got these boxes that are 5-year-old tech, 6-year-old tech, costing almost double than what they were worth. No joke. That's how they are right now. You got the Xbox at $600, you got the PS5 at $600. Everything right now is expensive. It's expensive. So we do not know what's going to come up next generation. You're probably looking at these boxes at $1,000 range. I'm not kidding you. You're probably looking at it this way. Now, here's the thing though. Tip. We all saw a little bit of the Xbox. So start saving that money. So when it comes by, you have that money saved. So you can say, okay, I'm ready to pick up. Let's go. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. Let's go. This one's broken. What am I gonna do? I started reporting that the PCs and PlayStation then went to Xbox, and Xbox was always a PC. There's just was locked down behind a garden. That the new console should be called Rapunzel. Oh, let's wait and see, my throne, man. Let's wait and see, my friend. Let's wait and see what the box brings, man. Let's just take a breather and let's wait and see what the box brings. But yeah, that's how it is. Remember a few weeks ago when ponies were known, they thought they were getting a PS6 for $450. Nah, they even wrote an article out there saying it's gonna be $700. They wrote that. They wrote an article thinking it's gonna be like that. Yep. Now what it means is that the operating system to the Xbox is kind of locked in its own way, and you cannot like mod or do things as freely as you can do on PC. That's the thing though. It's locked. That's what I mean. Its operating system is locked though. That's what I got from that, you know. Oh, it can download emulators, but you got to open, you know, dev mode. And that's why, you know, we have, if you want to go into emulator stuff, that's why we have New Jack Gaming over here, which he is the pro at that. If you're going to get into emulator conversation, you got to talk to that man, because that man is the pro. No joke. He's even in our Discord. If you want to talk about downloading emulators, you got to go talk to that man. No, I mean, I don't know anyone else who does it. There's probably tons of people who do out there, but the man I know, and I'm sure he's really good at it, because he showed me tons of games that he plays with that, is New Jack Gaming, and he's in our Discord chat. He's in our Discord. So if you want to do emulators, go talk to that man, because me and Lou don't know that shit. But he's talking about like modding a game. Like if you want to mod Skyrim, like, you know, yeah, you can't mod Skyrim. So chat, now comes the big news. The big news that came out yesterday, and it was breaking news. And man, oh man, are we fucking excited for this news. Why the hell not? Because this is amazing stuff that was announced. Just like I said, back-to-back good news with Xbox, man. I'm kind of scared though, because usually there's a rake step, but I hope that doesn't happen for the next couple of days, weeks, or months. I mean, seriously, please don't step on the rake now. You guys are doing such an amazing job, and this is it. Xbox Games Showcase 2026, followed by Gears of War E-Day Direct, airs June 7, and Xbox Fan Fest returns. Uh-oh. Fan Fest, let's go. So it says here, gotta applaud this, baby. It's time for another look at the future of gaming. Xbox Games Showcase 2026 will air on Sunday, June 7th, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UK time. It will be followed immediately by a deep dive into the return of one of Xbox's most legendary franchises in the form of the Gears of War E-Day Direct. We'll begin the day with our annual Xbox Games Showcase, including first gameplay looks and huge news on upcoming titles from our first-party studios across the Xbox family, as was our third-party partners around the globe, from the biggest franchises to soon-to-be indie darlings. Oh, baby. Immediately following the showcase, we'll go even deeper on one of the games coming later this year. Directly from the team behind Gears of War franchise, the Coalition Studios. Woohoo! Gears of War E-Day Direct will take players into the start of how's that name say? Emergence Day? Emergence Day? Emergence Day. There you go. Offering new details, gameplay, and insights about the hugely anticipated origin story to the Gears of War saga. To help celebrate the Xbox 25th anniversary, we're excited to bring back Xbox Fan Fest at Showcase. This year's experience will include a look at the last 25 years alongside a full review of what's next. Enter for your chance to win tickets, attendee here free, which... Oh. Damn it, chat. I'm sad. I'm heartbroken, chat. I'm heartbroken. No purchase necessary. Open to legal U.S. residents, 18 plus. Hence, for 1226 official rules, you'll be able to enjoy our June 7 double feature through a variety of outlets in over 40 languages, as well as American Sign Language, British Sign Language, and English audio descriptions. These includes, but will be limited to. All right. So this is where it's going to be shown. And like I said, though, the times right here, Eastern time is going to be 1 p.m. Eastern, which is for me my time. So yes, yeah, I know, Pickles. I'm just sad though. I'm just sad because I went in and applied for it. Like if I win, they're gonna ask you, U.S. citizen. I say no. You're done. Oh man, I wanted to win that, man. I'm depressed, Chad. I'm depressed. X Gaming, what's up, X Gaming? How you doing? Good morning. Hello. The double feature also kicks off a week's worth of coverage here on the Xbox Wire, the official Xbox podcast and Xbox YouTube channel, featuring updates, extra details, and details of many games you'll see on the show. Join us June 7th for the Xbox Games Showcase, followed by Gears of War E-Day Direct. Be sure to check back here on the Xbox Wire for more information and tuning details ahead of the show. Oh, dang. Tony, what up, gaming fan? How you doing, man? How you doing, bro? Good morning. Happy to see you guys here. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. We're on the way for 3K. Let's go. We just reached 2010 yesterday. Now we're on the way to 2020. Let's go. Don't worry, Louis, you're a winner. On YouTube, man, Brothers Grim, I'm sad though because like I said, I applied though. I mean, if I would win, I'll be like, I was excited, but now I see this is only for U.S. citizens. I'm like, oh god. I'm a bit sad though. I'm a bit sad, because I really want to go, Chad. I really want to go to this thing. I really do. I really, really do. I'm really working on it to go, no joke. But yeah, it makes me sad that I cannot go if I win the tickets though. Illuminati 420 says they need to make Gears of War 12-month exclusive. Oh, ow, ouch, ouch. That will make them real happy. Coffee. That would seriously make them real happy, my friends. That would really make them happy. Because you know what happened yesterday, right? You know what happened yesterday, right? Because, okay, we get the cool announcements. We get everything cooking. I mean, wow. Thank God we're going to get a showcase. We're going to see Gears of War finally because, you know, we've been asking for Gears of War to see more gameplay on it. We just saw a trailer. That's it. We did not know when the gameplay was going to be around, but here it is. We have the gameplay finally going to be shown on this day. But, of course. Of course, this is what we got though. Let me go find this article because, you know, I know who wrote the article yesterday. Ah, man. Let me see if I can find it though. That was from yesterday. I can't find it though. Where is that article? Chat, where is that article that Push Square put out there? Talking about the new PlayStation games that are coming. Where is that out there? Let me see if I can find it. If I can find it, it'd be nice though. But it's kind of like it hid from me. It hid from Lou. Why did it hide from me? It's been hiding from me since yesterday though. Why? Let me see if I could go find it on the Twitter streets. Twitter streets, give me that, baby. Okay. All right, let me type in Push Square. Push Square. What kind of name is that though? Push Square. I mean, seriously, I sit here and I look at them like, what kind of name is that though? Push Square. Okay. All right, you got your names though. Let's see if I can find that. Let's see if I can find that. Okay, this was from 19 hours ago. Okay, I'm getting there, chat. I'm getting there. 21 hours ago. Ah, here it is. Yes, I found it though. I mean, let me tell you something, chat. Writing an article like this, right after it, you know, the Xbox Showcase is announced, seems like y'all are desperate though. What's going on? Are you seriously all looking for that win? No joke. See more new PS5 games from Xbox and Bumper's June showcase. Y'all are desperate. Cause damn, y'all had to write this article real quick though. Woo-wee! I mean, this thing was shown at 9:06 a.m. and you guys already at 9:30 a.m. posted an article saying, oh, we're getting more games over here. Huh. Microsoft has announced let's go back. Microsoft has announced its annual Xbox Game Showcase, which is the company's biggest live stream of the year, will take place on Sunday, 7th, June 2026. As its games increasingly become third-party efforts with the PS5 version, you can expect to see many future PlayStation titles during the broadcast. Oh, Tony, have a good one, my friend. Have a good one. Oh, man. The Xbox One website, Microsoft reveals that the show will have first gameplay looks and huge news on upcoming titles of the first-party studios across the Xbox family, as well as our third-party partners around the globe, from the biggest franchises to be indie game darlings. Okay, we already read that. Directly following the stream with the direct all about Gears of War Ida, the Britco hasn't been confirmed for PS5 yet, but following the release of Gears of War Reloaded last year, the new entry is expected to release on PS5. Oh, I mean, look, what would happen though if it doesn't though? I mean, as here and I ponder, what would happen if it doesn't though? You see this article you just wrote, that it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass, my friend. You're probably making yourself a couple bucks in here, but again, if this does not happen, if they do announce Gears of War E-Day and it does not have a PS5, or they go on right now and reckon and say, nope, it's not coming to PS5, y'all gonna look pretty ridiculous out here by writing this article though. Because y'all thought a remake landed over there. Y'all think it's now everything they're gonna put out there is gonna land? I mean, I gotta tell you something. Maybe it's just for the remake, and it was just to test something to see if you guys would buy it. But we all saw the result, and it wasn't good. So I don't know about this one though, Bobby. But if it does, I'll tell you what I think though. I'll just grab a piece of pizza and just eat it. That's all I gotta do, my friends. Because seriously, I'm not gonna stress about it. I'm not. I'm the type of guy that says, you know, at the end of the day, though, if it goes, it's cool. I get it on Game Pass, I'm happy. I don't have to spend all that money that you guys have to spend, though. In terms of Xbox titles already announced for PS5, the show will likely have news and updates on Forza Horizon 6, Halo campaign, Evolved, and Fable. Why will they have updates for Forza Horizon 6? Why? The game's already coming out. But, you know, at least, you know, if it has a DLC, but okay. The likes of Clockwork Revolution are yet to be confirmed for a PS5 release. Wow, y'all are desperate for games. If the plan from Sony is the same as the past handful of years, then there will be a substantial state of play live streaming in late May from PlayStation. A few weeks before the Xbox Showcase is usually one of the brand's biggest live streams, with important updates to PlayStation Studios and third-party developers. What updates? From what? What did he say though? Updates from what now? Does that exist? Chat? Does that exist though? Because what I've seen though is that everything they have in there's been shut down pretty much. So I don't know what that. Why you got about the studios? You just say studio period. That's the word though. You said PlayStation Studio, I believe you, but studios though, it has gotten smaller, my friend. I mean, you gotta check out that word right there. Will you tune in for the Xbox Game Showcase in June? Let us know in the comments below. Yep, they seem desperate, my friends. And it's kind of funny, though, that they have to go out there, write this piece urgently, as fast as they can. I mean, these guys sat there, wrote this piece so fast. Like, literally, it got announced at 9:06 in the morning, and already 9:30, they're going out there and saying that more games are coming to PlayStation. You guys are desperately looking for that win after the price hike, huh? I mean, that price hike really affected y'all. And let me tell y'all something. This is Crazy Lou speaking right here. And this is the truth. No matter what y'all do, no matter where y'all look, you can look under a rock. You can go ahead, you know, grab a big cross. You can go ahead, grab anything out there. Pray, do whatever you got to do. Turn on your candles or anything. Anything you want. You can do right now. Your price hike really affected y'all and made you all nuts. You all scrambled like crazy because y'all were not expecting this. Because y'all believed the company was good. You know, the company, you know, was literally patting yourself on the back and say, oh, I love you guys. It's okay. You know, we're not going to raise the price. We're not going to do nothing. But man, in your faces, they keep on telling you stuff and you guys just sit there and ignore it. And that's the sad part. Y'all sit there and ignore it. Right now we got the price hikes coming, and all you guys have done is go out there and cheer. And all you guys have done is, hey, let me put a post of 22 people who bought PS5 Pros. Like, this is a win. How is that a win? Wow. How is that a win? That's the sad part. For them, it's a win, but how is this a win, though? No joke. That people had to run and get PlayStation because of the price hike? Because listen, one more day. Tomorrow's April Fool's, chat. Tomorrow's going to be a really hard day for us because, you know, there's a lot of things going to go out there. It's going to be crazy. But, again, how is this a win for you all? Crispy Bomb, how you doing, bro? Good morning. Years, yes, sir. Years of War. And speaking of that, PC gamers get every Xbox game, but you don't see them writing articles like ponies do. Yeah, they don't. Why would they, though? I'll tell you why Game Walk Bandit. They mind their own business and playing games. Same thing that we do here. We mind our own business and play games. These are the guys who want a console war because that's what gets these fanboys all worked up and all excited for. Yeah! That's what it does, though. It gets them worked up and excited, my friends. And speaking of that, because, you know, I saw Crispy Bomb, one of the biggest Gears fans out there. I hope you're one of the biggest fans, Crispy Bomb. Don't let me down, Crispy. Don't let me down. What I just said, though. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. And this is what happened, though. Like I said, they're really desperate. Seriously, it's sad to see this. Instead of saying, hey, we need a Last of Us 3. Hey, we need whatever. Give me another PlayStation game. I don't care about Horizon, so I don't give a shit about Horizon. Like I said, personal take, I do not like Horizon Forbidden West or Zero Dawn. I don't give a shit about that. It's a personal take of mine. But give me another one. Give me another game, though. Look at this. So I got a question though, chat, and this is a serious question. If we want Spider-Man to come to Xbox, what do they call us? And now we're reading this. I really hope they do the same day launch. PS5 fans itching for Gears of War E-Day confirmation. Hey, I'm itching for Cyrus to come day one to Xbox. I'm itching for Wolverine to come day one to Xbox. I'm itching for that. You know, I got itches. I got to scratch those. I got to scratch them. I got to scratch these itches, man. But seriously. You gotta, chat, you gotta look at this stuff and you gotta laugh your ass off. Because look, it's funny that if we mention that Spider-Man will come, they call us port beggars. But when they want Gears of War, you call them port beggars. So like, no, we're not port begging. We just know that Xbox is going to put these games over there. Ponies have emotional issues, probably from their dads never returned. God damn. Shit, damn. Not even gonna read that. That's a tough one though. Damn you, babe. The ponies live in too much pony dust. They're off their heads. Yes, I mean I sit and I read this. So let's read the article though. Let's have some fun. I love this. Gears of War made its PS5 debut last year with the originals games reloaded, remastered. By all accounts, should have sold adequately on Sony's console. But we never got the impression it moved huge numbers like Forza Horizon 5 port. Adequately? What's adequately? What is that? What does that mean? Why don't you say the truth and say, by all accounts, it should have sold shit on Sony's console? That's the proper term you gotta use here. It's sold shit. However, all the eyes now be on the Xbox showcase on seventh June, or June the 7th. We're not in Dominican, which, you know, the day is backwards, but okay. Which will be immediately followed by a Gears of War E-Day Direct. This is where we'll get a proper first look at the prequel, which was announced 2 years ago in 2024. Was it 2 years ago, Chad? Right. Officially, the game is still due out this year, although this moment in time, it's only targeting Xbox Series X and S and PC. There has been speculation in the past that the coalition will also bring the game to PS5, but who knows if that's still the plan. Wow. Unvetted fans are hopeful for a day and date release. For Forza Horizon 6, for example, has been officially confirmed for the PS5, but it won't release on Sony's console until later. Xbox is under new management and now has promised to indulge its core fans again, but whether that will extend to a return to exclusivity remains to be seen. New boss Asher Sharma has been particularly wishy-washy. I even clicked on this to see what the hell it was about, though. So are you saying that Asher Summer is wishy-washy? Wow. Wishy-washy Sasha Sharma. Wow. PlayStation, let me give you some advice though. But Square, I'm gonna give you some. This is Crazy Lou giving you advice. In life, you can't piss off a couple things. And making a lady mad is one of the things you cannot ever do. Because, oh Lord. Oh God. Oof. Calling her wishy-washy. Do ye disrespect right there, my friend. But okay. All eyes will be for minute live stream to see if PS5 version is confirmed. Then we'll obviously keep our ears to the ground and let you know what we hear. Wishy-washy Asha Sharma. The disrespect. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. But wow, they're desperate though. Wasn't Jeff Keighley signing that game on Twitter after it was shown? Which game though? Jeff Keighley signers everything that comes from Xbox though. Kind of funny though that he does. I know Mike Johnson from J-Tech. Oh, I know Mike Johnson is that's what we call him, the adopted pony. We have kind of adopted him though. He's on the string now, little by little. But you know, yeah. Oh yeah, I did see the whole nib tweet, but I'm not gonna read all that crap. That's too damn long, Pickles. I'm not going to read the nib thing. That's too long, my friends. But wow. Wow. So you're saying that Asha Sharma has been doing like, we do not know if she's going to change her mind and do stuff. I mean, let me tell you something. The more you keep picking on her, or the more you keep slandering on her, she's going to get her respect, though. I will not mess with that lady. No joke. If she got to do something extreme, she will do it. So stop pushing her buttons. Remember, this is not Phil or Sarah. This is Asha. And remember one thing, as you said, the plan is the plan until it's not the plan, right? Remember that. Gotta watch out. What you say out there, what you write. No joke. But hey, you want to poke the bear, keep poking it. But when the bear wakes up and comes out furious, you know what I'm going to do, chat? You know what we're going to do, chat? We're going to sit there, go to the microwave, heat up that popcorn, and just chew on that popcorn and watch Hell Let Loose. Speaking of that, Hell Let Loose is going to be in Vietnam. There's a new Hell Let Loose. Let's go. Good game, too. You have PS5 Pro. It's not hard to be a fanboy. Let me see, though. Port beggars. That's what ponies are, port beggars. I mean, literally, that's literally begging for the damn game to come over here. Like, seriously. Like, yeah, hey, we need the game over here. But wait, aren't y'all port begging? No, we're not port begging. We just want the game over here. That's all we want. Yeah, so you can go ahead and buy it. Like, how many of you are going to buy it, though? You aren't even buying your own games. I'm being serious, though. You aren't even buying your own games. And now you want another game from a third-party developer, from Xbox, right? For you guys not to buy it. Seriously. They are so confusing at times, though. They're so confusing. It's like you cannot even read the room, like what's going on with them. No joke. You can't. You can't even read what they're doing. You can't even understand what they're doing, because one thing is, they're like, yeah, we want turn games over here. Oh, we got Gears of War. Okay, but who bought it, though? I'm being serious, though. Who bought Gears of War over there? No joke. It's like nobody went in there and bought Gears of War. Hands down. Nobody did over there. So why do you think they should seriously put this game over there? Why do you think that, though? I mean, I'm sitting here asking that question. Why do you think they should, though? Because let me tell you something. A remake is okay, right? You guys got a remake from Reloaded, whatever it's called. You got it over there, okay. Because you know why? That's like 30 years ago, the damn Gears of War game, right? So because you get new titles like Forza Horizon, because look, Forza Horizon, no matter what, is a service game. So of course, have it everywhere. It draws in the cash. No problem with that. Service games are fine. What do you think Gears of War is going to be over there? Because it's got multiplayer? And the funny thing is, y'all played the multiplayer, but y'all ran because y'all got your asses kicked over there. That's why. If not, ask Crispy Bomb. He probably kicked a couple ponies' asses over there. He probably did. Because, I mean, Gears of War, you know, multiplayer fans are crazy. I wouldn't mess with them. I don't play Gears of War multiplayer because I get my butt kicked. And I love Gears of War, but I get my butt kicked. I admit to it, I do get my butt kicked. So imagine you having a hardcore Gears of War fan playing that multiplayer and sending it to PlayStation. They're going to run out being chickens, though. Because they don't understand that type of game, though. Looney Warvet, top of the Louis morning. How you doing, man? It says here, if Xbox cares about Helix selling units, they can't put every first-party game on PS5. That's what the point of buying an Xbox. Just saying I should knows this. Well, let me tell you something. I've asked this question several times. Do exclusives actually help sell the console? Right? Does it actually do something to it? What we have learned, Looney Warvet, is that, and this is true, for we have learned for years and years on end, because the media has put that idea into our heads. They shoved it in there because in 2018 or 2017, when the Xbox One X came out, they said Xbox does not have exclusive, it doesn't have any games. And my argument towards that, during that time, I wasn't even podcasting or anything, or Twitter feeds or anything, but my argument was, why do you say it doesn't have games? Because, you know, I'm playing pretty much the same games as you do. It doesn't have any first-party studios. That was the idea that they wanted to shove down our throats. Until 2022 happened, when we saw a BK deal going on, we finally found out the truth about why they did the whole exclusive thing. Now, if people don't want to believe on what I say, though, it's simple. The data is out there. All you got to do is read the data, see the room, and see what happened and how PlayStation was literally on his knees kissing everyone's butt on the FTC, CMA, everywhere to say, please block this deal, because if we lose Call of Duty, it's over for us. It's kind of funny, though, that without Call of Duty, their console is dead. Because they know that the majority of their player base, they know that the majority of everything they have on there only plays multiplayer games. And how do we know that? Just go ahead and watch Circana. Circana tells you that on the dot. What are people playing? And you know what's so funny? They think that because a game sold 5-6 million copies, it's a success. Bro, I'll tell you what a success is when you have 92 million consoles and you bring up an exclusives and it's sold 30 to 40 million in 6 months. That's a success. That's intriguing. That's fascinating. Kind of like how Nintendo does. You got a Nintendo Switch 2 out there, and Nintendo Switch, they release a Zelda, they sell 20 million copies. Like, wow, that's impressive. That's actually a really good number to see on how much those fans buy those exclusives, though. Now, that's an impressive sale right there. But 5 or 6 million, 20, 30 million, 20 years ago, or 20 years ago, it would have been impressive, those numbers, but these days, though, it needs to be more. Now, that's impressive. So you ask me, if exclusives help to sell the console, yeah, it gives an identity, but how important is that identity and how much does it actually move off the shelves, though? That's the question, because like nowadays, it's probably important for us, but these kids, though, they don't give a crap about that. All they do is, hey, I got an Xbox. Oh, hey, I got a PlayStation. Okay, log me into Fortnite. That's all. Or, ooh, Call of Duty. Let's go. GTA 5. No, GTA 5, no, you're too young. But y'all know what I mean, though. Now, I'll tell you what they need to do, Looney Warvet. They need to show the world that there is another box out there. That's what they got to do. They got to show the world they got another box. They got to show the world they got a box for a very good price, and they got to show the world what this box can do and what it can bring. That's what they got to do. They got to show it. They got to show it, though. No joke, they do. That's all they got to do. They got to show it. They got to really dig into that marketing. They got to show it like how they took away this is an Xbox campaign, which of course a lot of us are super happy. I got the idea of the campaign, but a lot of us are super happy. But yeah, I feel like PS2 owners are the ones trying to keep console wars alive. You feel that? But here's the thing though, they need that because they got to rub their ego thinking they're the man though. I mean, you got a guy out there who literally has a picture of him taking off his shirt like this with PlayStation like square, triangle, X, and all that stuff on it. I mean, if I see a dude trying to take off his shirt trying to fight me with a square and something like that, I'll be like, what the hell wrong with you? That's sad though. Feeling like you're the man because you're... Good God. Oh, man. Imagine this happening. Go so you'll stay on the wish list. Man, let me tell you something. If I see Yote on PC, oh, man. Ho! Ho! I'm going to be laughing my butt off. But look, let me tell y'all this, right? I know for us, you know, for us, we're getting older and everything. I know that for a fact. We care about the exclusives because we grew up with that term, though. But the question is, how is the new generation of gamers going to take with these exclusives, though? The gaming media are banking on the console war. Exactly. Exactly. Let me show you another article I saw yesterday. We're going to read this one out because I want to laugh my butt off with this one. Because I said, what? No fucking way. Upgrade to the Helix. All your console games go with you. That's amazing. I mean, look, Xbox has been doing amazing stuff. The thing is that, look, they really need to pump up more on that marketing. Like I always say, and for Asha, she's really looking to do something about it. And I remember as soon as she got in, the first thing she did, you know, she sat down with Larry. Then after that, you know, she decided to hire a marketing team, which is really important because we do need a spicy marketing team. We saw Stein out there. Wow, Stein is on fire though. He's literally slapping the heck out of people out there, which I'm happy because it's something that we need though. Now we got to get Aaron to go in there and start slapping people too. If I see Aaron slapping people, I'll be happy too. We got to get everyone in there slapping everything all over the place. We need that. We need that, my chat. We need that fire to be there. That's what we need. So we can say, oh, ah, ooh. And shout out to the 52 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Let's go. Oh, man. Like I'm saying, though, we need that spiciness in there. We do. We need that. We need that amazing spiciness. I don't know why the heck they zoom in, though. But, yeah. We need some spiciness, my friends. We do. Hey, Lamont Davis. Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? But, yeah. That's the question, you know, you got to ask yourself. Is this new generation going to care? Because I'll tell you something. You sit down and talk to your kids. You say, hey, do you know Phil Spencer? Like, no. Do you know who Herman Hulst is? No. Mark Cerny? No. That's what probably say, though. We don't know him. They don't. Do you know NBA 2K26? Heck yeah. Do you know Fortnite? Yeah. Malcolm Lack says, people who were complaining about this and Xbox shouldn't complain about the console price because they were giving you cheaper options. I do get it made the console irrelevant to a degree. Yeah, I did. It kind of did, though. But here's the thing, though, right? The commercial, all I need to say is this. This is where it started. This is an Xbox. This is where it started. This is where you game. Now, you got options. That's what you can do. You got to show the world how it began. And then, you know, you promote the other stuff, like, you know, you can hop on PC and stuff like that because you got the options. In case you're not close, like, for example, it should have been in case you're not close to your box, it's with you everywhere. Man, that would have been phenomenal right there. They would have done that, though. Hey, did you know about Indica? I'm going to give you an Indica on the butt. That's what I'm going to give you. An Indica on the butt. I'm going to kick your butt if you keep mentioning that damn game. That's what I do. Freaking game. Hate it. But yeah, chat, that was all push square stuff. Now here comes the damage control. You all ready for this? That was a good song back in the, what was it, 90s or 80s? Y'all ready for this? Man, that was played in every basketball court. Yeah, remember that? Michael Jordan back in the days. Haha, yeah. So let's see though. Ah, baby. Let me show you all something. When did this happen for Xbox? I don't want to know, chat. I'm even scratching my beard on this one. Now this is itching me though. This is bothering me a little bit because damn. It really shows what you guys are all about over here. But yeah. Look at that title, baby. Let me zoom in on this one. So much fun. Let me zoom in on this one, my chat. Chat, ready for this? Get ready. The PS5 Pro is still worth it for now. Huh? The PS5 Pro is a solid next-gen bet, but time is running out. Pretty solid next-gen bet my ass. Solid on what? It blows hot air? Okay, but solid on what? Sony announced massive price increase for this PS5 consoles last week, with the PS5 Pro getting slapped with the biggest price hike out of all of them. A whopping $150 push. How can you say $150 push for a console is worth it? Wow. I mean, chat, I gotta tell you something, chat. They're desperate. I mean, Sony really getting them I'm starting to believe they're getting a paycheck though. They seriously are. I'm starting to believe that. I'm not kidding you. I'm starting to believe that because shit. How can you approve of this stuff? It's a price hike. I was even against the Xbox price hike. I can be the utmost fan, but damn, a price hike is a price hike for fucking old tech. Wow. But okay. All right. Let's read what they had to say. I want to see what they had to say, though. A whopping $150 push pushing MSRP hardware to $900. The good news is the new price hasn't gone into effect yet, but the bad news is that time is running out as you only have until April 2nd to get a PS5 Pro at its current price of $750. Why is the PS5 Pro increasing so much? Oh, here comes the but, my friends. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Remember what I said yesterday? Chat, y'all remember what I said yesterday? This is what they're gonna do, chat. This is what they're gonna do. I love you, PlayStation. You're so nice. You know, my little teddy bear. I gotta keep you nice and comfy, teddy bear. Let's talk nice about you because, you know, we love you. Sad, that's what it is. Officially, Sony says that continued pressures in the global economic landscape. Wow. Everybody's facing that. Have forced its hand, leading to the price increases. Oh, wow. Aww. Why do you want me to feel pity for this? With an AI-driven demand for components like SSDs and RAMs, it's no wonder that the cost of producing PS5 and PS5 Pro consoles has gone up, with the PS5 Pro in particular being equipped with a 2TB SSD, 16GB of RAM, GDDR6 RAM. Does that have GDDR6 RAM though? And 2GB of DDR5 RAM. It's not the first time that Sony has faced the issues involving manufacturing costs, but the global semiconductor shortage of the early 2020s pales in comparison of the current world events, geopolitical instability, and U.S. Oh, of course, you gotta mention that name. But all right, do I need a PS5 Pro in 2026? Let's see now. The PS5 Pro is a great console. Ah, yeah, it's great. Yes. If you have the right tech to support it. The build quality is rock solid, and the internal hardware, along with the improved PlayStation Spectrum Super Resolution Pisser, make 4K 60 FPS games more viable on it. But to see those results, you need a top-notch TV. I gotta say though, chat, they're finally honest about something. There you go. You will need a top-notch TV, and those aren't exactly cheap either. A disk drive is also not included, so if you're planning to watch 4K Blu-rays or play physical games on the PlayStation 5 Pro, that's an extra expense to consider. You got to ask yourself, how much do I really care about this juiced up frame rates and resolution? Wow! I'll put it simpler. Here comes Crazy Lou with the kill. Just buy a 5080. It's only $1,000. If you want those juiced up frame rates and resolution, baby, just get it a 5080 and that's about it. That's all you need. If you already got the PC, just get a 5080. Simple and easy. Crazy Louis saw something. Wow. The base PS5 console is still capable of running modern games, and thanks to some technical wizardry, the compromises tend to not be noticeable unless you're looking for them. There you go. So you're telling me I have to go get a PS5 Pro because, yeah. Quality performance modes typically ask you to choose between frames and resolution, but several studios have managed to blend the best of those modes together in impressive fashion. But if graphics do matter to you, then the PS5 Pro is worth considering. Now it's worth considering because of graphics. Yeah, all right. First party PlayStation Studios games look phenomenal with the right TV. Again, thank you for being honest though. I'm using an LG OLED C5 series TV. Of course, we need that. And other games like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Resident Evil Requiem, and Stellar Blade make a strong case for the assistant of the PS5 Pro. Playing games at the highest possible frame and resolution looks great and feels great. I love showing them off to my friends. Hey, let me do this real quick. Hold on, chat. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. Let me just do this on a joke fashion way. Hold on. Let's say this is a bottle of cologne. Take a nice warm shower. I get all dressed up, put my stuff on, and I go slick my hair back, looking all handsome, brush my teeth, and then get in my car. And then go down, drive the street, and pick up this lady and say, "Hey, baby, how you doing? You wanna come to my place so you can check out my PS5 Pro graphics?" "What is that?" "Just come to my place and I'll show you my PS5 Pro graphics. Come on. Look at my TV. Look at those PS5 Pro graphics. They look gorgeous." "Why are you showing me video games?" "I wanted you to see how impressive my PS5 Pro is." "Yeah." Really? Seriously? You think that's impressive? A PS5 Pro is impressive? I'll tell you what's impressive when you grab 5080 and you see how much those graphics look. Well, I'll tell you what's impressive when you have a 4090 and you see how good those graphics look. Now that's what you call impressive. But a PS5 Pro? Are you serious? Okay, all right. You think you're cool because you got a PS5 Pro? Yeah, we're cool. Yeah. It's for the boy Lewis with a $2 super chat. He says, about an hour ago, Xbox announced collab with Fanta. Oh, we got Fanta. Woohoo. Let's go. Hey, Apex NYC, how you doing? Now, I haven't mentioned it. I'll get it with the boy. I'll get it, my friend. I'll get it. So, let's keep going, though. Cross-gen support could stretch the generation out for years. Cross-gen support has been a major focus since the PS5 console generation began, and for a good reason. Now you guys saying it's good when the last time, Jim Ryan came out. What was that saying that he used to say, though? Chat, help me out. What was that saying that Jim Ryan came out and said? He literally said, "We believe in generations," trying to get away from the PS4 era, but since, he couldn't get the PS4 players to jump over here, now he quit believing in generations. Let's keep going, though. So, It's a feature that publishers and developers have had to make use of by necessity, as losing out on a potential player base of tens of millions of players of people just doesn't make sense. As November 2025, the PS5 has achieved a lifetime sales of 84.2 million consoles sold, and that's an audience that game developers will not want to leave out in the cold when the PS6 eventually launches. It's a good bet that cross-gen games will be around for quite some time before the PS6 shows up enough numbers to justify next generation exclusives, and the PS5 Pro could offer performance that closes to its successor. What do you mean for you? What does this mean for you? More time to scroll away some cash for the PS6, see if the console's worth the hype, and if it has any issues that Sony will need to deal with before you make an informed purchasing decision. A PS5 Pro might even help you bridge the gap until a PS6 Pro or some other revision is released a few years into the PS6 life cycle. Wow. Bro, you're doing a lot of work here for Sony though. How much Sony paying you for this shit? Because I could say the same thing for Xbox though. Yeah. Laugh out loud. I played on the Pro for 2 hours and couldn't tell the difference between the Pro and the base PS5 besides the higher contrast on the base PS5, of course. My son was laughing at me. Laugh out loud. It was like wasted that much money to play the same game. I was getting roasted. You see what I mean when I sit here and talk about PC stuff? You know, because look, with PC players, I don't argue about graphics, I don't argue about frames, I don't argue about power. Of course, you guys got the power, you guys got the graphics, you guys got everything. Fantastic. But where I argue with you is we're playing the same game. That's the only thing I argue with you is. You spend all this money, I mean, shit. I spend this much, you spend that much so we can play the same game. Okay, cool. I mean, I'm glad you're happy, but I'm happy with where I'm at. You see? And again, it comes to the term, kids don't care. They don't care about that. They just don't. Because they grew up, I mean, I'll tell you why they don't care, because if they're born right now and they're growing up, this is what they're going to see. They're not going to see how we played games back in the day. They were not born back in the day when the 3-bit era came out, when we're playing Mario, playing all this stuff, and we see the improvements when it comes down to graphics. They won't see that. Right now, they look at it and be, oh, this looks cool. Oh, it looks so real. That's the only thing they'll say, though. It looks more real the next time. It looks way more real the next time, the next time, the next time. That's it. That's all they're going to see. But us, we went from and you know, freaking A. Went to rocking it over there when it comes to games now. Now we got characters that look so real that literally you can see they're a zit growing out of them. No joke. That's what happened. But alright. What can next-gen gaming really offer? Reports suggest PS6 might not be here until 2028, which would include a launch date more than 2.5 years from now. And that's assuming no delays. Beyond that, there's no assurance that Sony will present a compelling reason to buy one at launch. Whereas PS5 Pro will allow you to play the entire PS library, including what you could be years of continuous support even after PS6 comes out. Wow. That cash really rolled in that day. You're probably not going to play PlayStation games anywhere else. Oh, you're probably. Exactly, that's the word, probably. But alright. Recently, we've seen reports that Sony first-party games may no longer be coming to PC. If that's true, then what that means is that that a lot of its highly anticipated games will once again be true console exclusives. So, you're not even buying your own exclusives. What are you guys cheering about this? But okay, there's no word yet on Ghost of Yotei, Marvel's Wolverine or Star Wars port, and if those games matter to you, then you can pay. You got to pay to play. Oh, okay. Yes, it sucks how much stuff costs and how the options to play have been dialed back. But that's how things stand right now. Oh, it sucks then. Then why'd you write this article for? If you're going to bitch about it, though. Because that's the whole thing. You're bitching about how expensive it is. Why don't you say, shit, Sony? Look, your hardware is expensive. Put your games elsewhere. For a reason, because it's getting so expensive. How are you guys going to sell more? But okay, y'all want to keep the console crap. Is the PS6 is a PS5 Pro still worth having even at 100? All right, let's see what they have to say. Last part of the article. That's a hard question to answer. It all depends on your economic situation. But if you're looking for a gaming solution that works right out of the box and offers an impressive quality, the PS5 Pro is the way to go. You're not going to get a PC capable of a smooth 4K 60 visuals for under $1,000. Huh? No system is perfect, and even with 2 years of improvements behind it, the PS5 Pro still has a few kinks to work out. But it's the closest and cheapest path toward high-end gaming, at least for the next few days. Again, how much Sony paid you for this shit? I'm kind of curious, chat. No joke. Chat, this is one of the funniest articles I have seen. And desperate to get sales out for this console. Why are you guys writing about this? Did you guys write the same thing for Xbox when they did this though? Let me see though. Let's go check. Probably they did though. Let's go check. Let's go see what it says though. I'm looking for a chat. I'm looking for a chat. I'm looking for a chat. I cannot find it. I'm looking for a chat because here's what's funny though. Y'all want to see something? I found an article though. And y'all gotta laugh though. And this is where the Xbox tax comes in. Because remember, chat, right? Remember something. We know there's an Xbox tax out there. But check this out. I'm just going to leave this right here for you guys to read. Chat, hand in hand today, we just saw the Xbox tax in front of us right here. This is what we mean by the Xbox tax. So Xbox Series X isn't worth 600, so it's definitely not worth over 700. But yet the PlayStation is at the same price as the Series X, and it's worth it. You all seen this, chat? Living proof about the Xbox tax right here. VR Gaming, how are you, bro? It's been a while since I've seen you. How you doing? How you doing? I'm just showing you right now the Xbox tax hand in hand, because when the Xbox raised the prices, my friends, they raised the prices. They said it's not worth it. Okay. So let's go see something out right now. So check this out. Let's look at the differences right now. Like I mentioned before, all right? We just saw this. This article said it loud and clear. Let's read what it has to say though. Discussing the values of always is a tricky thing, right? Conversation about whether something is priced fairly always needs to be cuffed to me. But as someone who writes about video games, about games and gaming hardware for a living, I do a lot of product recommendations, so I've got a solid grip how average a person is to react to the value propositions. That said, the announcements Microsoft raising price of gaming hardware. The launch model of Xbox Series X now is $600 and the 2 terabyte costs $730. The console simply not worth the price. Oh. So, the Series X though, the launch model, has a CD and it has a stand though. You guys listen to this? Okay. So, it has a stand because the stand is locked into, it's on the box. You don't have to purchase the stand separately or anything. But, if you look over here, chat, you guys ready for this? Watch this. And here comes Louis with the killer. Like I always say. I was going for the kill. But Sony raises prices at April 2nd due to global economic pressure would increase to up to $150. The PS5, the standard PS5 will cost $650. And that's without a stand. So if I gotta get a stand, I gotta spend an extra $30. So now it's $680. So the standard PS5 with disc in it is $680. $680. While the Series X is at $600. Wow. The digital edition is $600. Holy shit. And the PS5 Pro will rise to $900 increase. And so you come to me, you write this article about Xbox. This one right here, not being worth for $600. Where's your article on PlayStation not being worth for $600? What you all been doing is trying to sell me the PS5 Pro and tell me to go pick it up, or tell me to go pick up another PlayStation. Seriously, where's your articles on that though? The fat pickles got killed in production. Who is the author of that article? The author of that article's name is Peter Hunt Sipstek. I don't know who he is though. So he says the Series X is not worth it at $730 though. 2 terabytes. It's not worth for $730. Wow. But yet a 900 PS5 Pro is worth it. Literally $170 more than what it was. Wow. Wow. So let's see though. It's not offensive to ask to pay well over $750 for the same thing with extra terabyte of storage. But we're paying an extra $150, $170 for the extra terabyte of storage. You're telling me that the Piston Tech is worth $170 more? Without disc and stand? Wow. So chat, this is living proof about an Xbox tax right here. And who was it? They called us crazy because, you know, we say that doesn't exist, but hey, we just saw 2 articles right here, difference right here. Saw an article of the PS5 Pro being heavily promoted, and selling us as cross-gen and everything. I mean, the Series X has got 2 terabytes of storage, it's got a stand, it's got a CD. I know it's gonna last, you know, a couple gens because they're still supporting Xbox One. Interesting. But yeah, you guys will mention that when that happened though. That's pretty fun stuff. Game Media when Xbox raises price, Xbox is evil. Game Media when PlayStation raises price, PlayStation had no choice. They're the victim. There you go, eBay. There you go, 100% true. What up, Blue? Some of those Xboxes look pretty from that partnership. I might pick them up on Steam. I'll go for it. The ponies problem started at GameStop. These same talking points I heard at GameStop at the time of Xbox One. But yeah, look, you just saw living proof of an Xbox tax right here, chat. There you go. If you guys want to go out there and use it, go for it. Throw it out there, shoot it at people. I know Broke Boy, if he's still in here, Broke Boy, you still in here? I know Broke Boy will use this as a argument out there. I know he will because it's amazing. Where are the articles saying it's not worth it anymore? Where are those articles saying it's not worth it anymore? Come on. Because I'll tell you this much, this is a price hike. And no matter what the hell you guys say out there, I'll tell you this, even for Xbox though, they're expensive boxes. And the reason, and one thing is that we're talking about 5 or 6 year old tech, even though the PS5 Pro came out which came out at a price for, what was it, $700, was it? $700, and it kept on increasing. And look at this. It's $150 more for this shit. And you guys, for a 2-year-old tech, pay $150 more? You look, there's no excuse on defending these price hikes. There's not even an excuse to defend the Xbox price hike either. Because these are 5 or 6-year-old machines. No matter what y'all say out there, there's no excuse. It's expensive for this box right now. Too expensive for all these boxes. Shoot. Man, oh man. Yeah, but even though it launched 2 years ago, we're talking about a machine. When you open it up, it has the same tech as a PS5. It has pretty much the same tech as it does. It pretty much has it. All it has is a couple more teraflops and an extra storage. And plus the pistol tech integrated into it, but that's a software thing. You're charging people $170 for that shit. Extra. No joke. Versus the Xbox Series X 2TB version. But alright. Yeah. Be nice. What's up? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Yes, PlayStation would be partnership. Hey, what do you mean by that? Just with an AI upscaler. Exactly. I'm glad you did as a kid, Kev. I'm glad you did. But you're another one that fell for that one, though. You fell for that one, though, because I'll be honest with you. I got a PS5, I got a Series X, and I'm happy with both of them. I don't need a PS5 Pro to go around and be like, okay, for better what? It's an AI upscaler. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's the thing, though. It works, sometimes it doesn't. And not everything is upscale for pistol tech. And that's the sad part, though. A lot of money for not having everything on there, though. I think Pistol is a strange mix of software and something else. The Pro doesn't have an 8 NPU, but something close to it. Yep. It's incredible, though. Now they got me. Oh, with the Presidente. Hey now, hey, now you're gonna pick on me with hugging the teddy bear though? But that's the thing though. They try not to flex having a Pro on the internet. No one, because they will even care. That's the thing though. Nobody will care about that stuff. It's funny that they try to flex this PS5 Pro as the biggest technological leap. I mean, I had someone out there tell me that, you know, that Mark certainly is a genius. He's the best guy in the industry. He's like the main thing. I'm like, huh? And it was like, yeah, he is the king out there when it comes down to graphics. I'm like, the king out there when it comes down to graphics is called NVIDIA, my friend. It's not Cerny, I'm sorry. And if you're going to talk about AI upscalers, the king of AI upscalers out there is NVIDIA, because they pretty much started with that shit. Here's id War X account lock in June 7th is going to be amazing. That post got me hyped as fuck. Exactly. All of us are hyped for those games. That's what we got to do, hype up games. Think of the Pro as a big money purchase. Just makes you look poor AF too. Damn. How I could play Tsushima on the PlayStation 5 Pro with pistol technology. Okay, what does that tell me though? That you can cut grass? That's the difference? Wow. Nice. Wow, I can cut grass now. It looks nice on the Pro. If I sit here and I load up with my 3080 Ghost of Tsushima, if I load up Ghost of Tsushima, I bet you it looks better than Ghost of Yotei. With all that pistol tech though, if you want me to go in with the slander though, finally I saw a target advertisement from the Xbox Series X and S, Forza 6 and Halo Campaign Evolved. Let's go. That's what we need. More power to it, more marketing. Yeah, like there is some computer magic in these consoles when they are just stripped down PCs. Exactly. Yotei is going to PC, so yep. I don't know if it's going though, but if it does though, I gotta tell you something, chat. I'm be laughing my butt off looking at everybody out there though. And people gonna go. I mean, if I was Shire better be ready with that block button though, because he's gonna block a lot of people if that does happen though, because they're gonna go out there and troll Jason Schreier. And even though in his very same article, he literally says loud and clear, the same people even said due to video game conditions the video game industry conditions that might change. It's in the article. We have the proof though, and that's the only thing I can defend Schreier right there with that one though, is that he actually put that in the article. Now, we know the fanboys can't read though, so that's going to be a problem Jason has to face for himself, because he was the one who started with that stuff. So good luck to you, Jason. Pray to God it doesn't happen, because man, oh man, you're going to get trolled upon that, bro. You will. You will, my friend, you will. You will. But that's how it is, my chat, because look, I just showed you guys living proof of an Xbox tax right here. Xbox tax does exist. I don't care what they say out there. I don't care what they pull. I don't care why they're trying to defend stuff out. I don't know. Schreier shouldn't be on social media if he can't take the heat. It's not that he cannot take the heat. The thing is, he actually put it in the article. Like I said, he put it in there. Now, the problem is, these fanboys don't read. All they do is read titles, or they look at thumbnails. That's all they do. They read titles, look at thumbnails. That's all they do, my friends. That's all they do. They love doing that. That's it. They do that all the freaking time. Period. We got confirmation of the price tag, but not confirmation of pulling away from PCs. Blah, ha, 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 laugh out loud. Yeah, I'm telling you. Like I said though, he knows who he talks to. No doubt. He knows who he talks to. But like I always tell the channel, I always tell everybody, we gotta wait for the company to confirm rumors on all this stuff, because at the end of the day, look, you can talk to someone. It's like me. I can talk to anyone out there. No joke. You can talk to anyone out there. I can sit there, talk to anyone. I can talk to Fabio. I can talk to Phil. I can talk to Sarah. I can talk to anyone out there. They can tell me something right now, and I'm like, okay, this is crazy stuff right now. You know, I can probably go out there and announce it, but for what point? Because maybe that strategy can change along the way. And if it does change, what do you think is going to happen? People are going to go out there and chew my butt for it. That's why, you know, going out there, spilling insider information, talking things out there, it's crazy. What is this tax? What is this tax? You say, though. I'll show you right now. Simple. You have a price increase, right, going on. And this is what happened, though. When Xbox did its price increase, we had an article literally saying Xbox Series X isn't worth $600, so it's definitely not worth $700. Now, you got the PS5, though. Let me see if I can get that. Now you got the PS5, though. Let me see if I can get the article. Oh, error server. Oh, crap. Got an error server right here. Oops. Now it's not showing up. All right, let me go get it then. Okay. Just type it in, though. Let me see if I can find it, though. From GameStop. So like I said, you had this, oh. We got an issue on that website, chat. It doesn't let me, though. We got an issue on the website. Was it taken down, though? Huh. I guess it was taken down, though. Uh-oh. But you gotta look back in the episode, though. So there was an article right now from GameStop saying, loud and clear, they took it down, chat. They took it. Oh, this is better not be taken down, because if it is, man, this is awful. Because I read the whole article here. If they took that shit down, or they're having server issues. Let's hope it's server issues, because if this was taken down, though, oh shit. So there was an article out here saying that, yeah. saying that the PS5 Pro is worth a $900 box. A 2-year-old technology, $900 worth. Listen, I don't care if it's the Xbox. I don't care if it's the PlayStation. Even the Nintendo Switch 1. If you increase all this stuff, price hikes are never good, especially when it comes down to a technology. It's just not good. It's like what I always say. It's like you go in and you're trying to buy an iPhone 11. For that was 5 years ago, and it cost $1,000 back in the day. And now you go in and try to buy a new one, and it costs $1,600. That's crazy, my chat. That's crazy. That's 5-year-old tech. Why in the blue hell are you gonna get a 5-year-old iPhone for more than what it was worth? That's insane. So it's not worth it. I mean, I say price hikes are insane. They got to do something about it. They got to face this and try to figure out a solution so they cannot keep increasing these prices. Because the thing is, what you're doing is you're pulling the user away. Because right now, for example, even though 22 people out there on Twitter rush to get a PS5 Pro, there is a lot of people right now who probably do not have the money to get this. And right now, as it is right now, what they're going to do is sit there and wait for next gen. GTA 6 can come out. And of course, it's going to be people who are going to do the jump. But even though they do the jump, though, there's still going to be people out there saying, you know, this is 5-year-old, 6-year-old tech. I don't think it's worth spending. No matter how much they lower the price, it's going to be worth spending all this money, though. There's going to be people like that. Unless if they come out and say, okay, PS5 Digital Edition for $400 and the PS5 Standard Edition for $500, then people will say, okay, you know, it's the same price as in the beginning. Let's go pick it up, you know. We are gaming. What did you shout out? PS5 blows. He's saying, haha, no Xbox tax. He's trolling because I read the article though. But amazing how they took that shit down. Or there's a server issue right now. Bro, consoles are way more complex than a cell phone though. No, you babe, because I gotta tell you something. Cell phones are way more complex because cell phones are fucking expensive as hell. You buy an iPhone, listen, no joke, your phone gets busted to say, okay, let me go get a new iPhone. Holy smokes, though. You go in, and just for the standard iPhone, oh, wait, no, okay, got it. Ooh, okay, ooh, I was about to leave the stream by accident though. I was typing in to leave the stream by accident though. But you go and you say, okay, let me buy a new iPhone though. And damn it, just for the standard iPhone, it's expensive as hell. So it says here, starts at $600 for 17E and $800 for an iPhone 17. The iPhone 17 Pro begins at $1,099. That's expensive. Crazy stuff. And the more storage you have, because let me tell you something, you gotta have storage on your phone. If you have like 60 gigabytes of storage, you just fart and that thing gets, you know, yeah. And that's it. You just fart and the storage is full. So you gotta get more storage. The more storage you get, the more expensive it gets though. Phones are expensive, expensive. I bet you this much. A console doesn't even cost that much to build though. Probably costs like $300, $400 probably to build a console though. I just wanted to know that it talks about, but I think understand that you're really seeing the price hikes. I do agree with you. Yep. That's the thing though. You cannot cheer for any price hikes though. Price hikes are insane. Not because I purchased you an arm and a leg because they may actually cost that build. Hey Louis, both the ROG Ally X and Lenovo Legion Go are both powerful machines, great handhelds. Yes, they are, sir. And look, like I told you, you got your Legion Lenovo Go. If you're enjoying it, good for you, bro. It doesn't mean that you're against like the Xbox ROG Ally. I mean, this is a gift, my friend. You got it as a gift. Enjoy it, man. Now when y'all fighting in chat, stop fighting. But yeah, the Xbox tax is that when the Xbox got a price rise, people are saying it's not worth it. Now the PlayStation has a price rise, and now they're telling you, forcing you, and trying to convince you to get a Pro. Literally saying that you can get, a cheap end because, you know, $900 for this and that. But if you add the disc and the stand, it's a $1,010 device without tax. Now, if you add the tax, it's literally buying a 1080, I mean not 1080, sorry, a 5080 out there that costs $1,000 right now. As of now, because if you go for NVIDIA 5080, let me see if they actually increase the prices, but let me go in. But the NVIDIA 5080 RTX 5080 right now is at a whopping $1,000. So seriously, I'd rather go get that damn 5080 than spending all the damn money on a PS5 Pro. And I got some nice power in there. And plus I got 300 frames too. 300 frames resolution, man. You can literally see the eyelash fall off the person's face. Ah! I mean, seriously, when you sit there and trying to convince me when it comes down to pricing, come on, bro. This is 2-year-old tech. You're not going to convince me to get myself a Pro, no matter what. You're not. That's the truth, Chad. You just cannot do that. No matter what they say, you just cannot do that, my friends. You just cannot. So let's see, though, what's cooking. I'm probably Pony's most wanted. I don't know why, Pickles, because, you know, I don't know why you're probably the most wanted. I mean, if I was the most wanted, I'd be like, okay, cool. I wouldn't care. What are you going to do, threaten me? Sure. I dare them come down here. Have fun. See what you can do. I mean, to be fair, I'm already a PC gamer now. Watch, I'm happy I don't tell King Thrash. Man, he's always mad, though. That guy's always mad. No matter what, he's never happy, though. Happened back in the day when we used to love playing games, though. Happened to that, though. So let's see what else is cooking out there on Twitter. Let's see, though. Let's have some fun. Oh, here comes the news from Brook Boy that he told me about earlier. So yes, we will share this because, of course, it's Xbox news, baby. Let's show you this right now. Yes, yes, yes. Pickles, stop fighting, Pickles. Stop fighting in the chat, guys. Just enjoy the show. Stop fighting, my friends. Be in peace. Say sorry. We're all gamers. You know, have fun, my friends. Have fun. Louis needs to sing Dead or Alive song on the air. What is the Dead or Alive song, though? Dead or Alive, you're coming with me. Is that it? That's a Robocop singing theme, though. But here we go. Xbox and Fanta team up for the 25th anniversary. Yeah, baby. Specially marked package will include QR codes and unlock new calling card and 2 XP in Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Warzone. These cans feature Ghosts from Modern Warfare. Ooh, baby, I love you, eh. Look at that. An orange Halo suit. Huh? Oh. Look at that. Look at Master Chief looking all nice in that pineapple soda right there. Yeah, let's go. Warcraft, let's fucking go. Woohoo, look at that, baby. Forza Horizon. Oh, man. I called it, but you gotta be so orange, though. Looking beautiful, that promotion, my friends. That's some beautiful promoting right there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes. I gotta listen to it, though. I don't know the Dead or Alive song. I probably heard it, but I just don't remember it, though. Buy a Fanta. Yes. I need the Halo one, says Rayoy. But are you gonna drink it, or are you gonna save it and store it? And if you store it, please do not let someone drink it after a couple of years. Please don't do that. Don't make that mistake. Like I did once. I drank the Coca-Cola bottle. I was like 50 years old, almost that. Nasty. Ew. 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 What if Black Ops had a crossover with Modern Warfare? Interesting. Anyone about this Xbox partnership? Hey, it's nice though. I like seeing that partnerships though. Save it and store it. Nice. Stop fighting, chat. Let's see what else is cooking, man, chat. Let's see what else is cooking. Because, man, we got some good stuff going on. Besides the Fanta thing going on out there, let's see what else is going on out there. Because, of course, you got to see, though. Marathon just dropped to 9,000 players right now. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Let's see, though. Idle sloth. See what's going on out here. Let's go see. Let's go see. Because, you know, we got to see some more stuff happening. News for the second year in a row. Xbox is taking over the PlayStation Store's U.S. pre-order charts throughout the month of March. Xbox only has 4 games and 10 early pre-orders. Uh-oh. The game that literally has nothing into it. Now has something. Starfield $7 Premium Edition tops PlayStation Store pre-orders at number 1. Xbox has 4 top of the top 10 stores. Damn! Didn't they say this sucked though? They said that to us millions of times. It has nothing. After I played 180 hours, the game has shit. And now y'all go in there and buy it? What? Look at that. Baby, baby. Now y'all went in there and buy it. Sad, sad, sad. So funny how they got in there and did that. Ah, Sith Lord. Good morning, brother Sith Lord. How you doing? How's NASCAR doing, bro? Hey, at least Xbox doing some marketing. It says, bro boy, you were not here. We had an Xbox tax situation here. But the article got taken down, my friend. And I know you would have posted that. I guess South of Midnight released today on PS. It did? Hey, look, I got to hang out with Master Chief, and I got some info on campaign involved. Oh, Sith Lord, keep it to yourself, my friend. Do not tell anybody about that, so we don't get any problems out here with that. We got to keep it to ourselves. I know you got some exciting news, but if you got some juicy info, keep it to yourself and wait till it happens, my friend. Hey, Fax back in Helix. How you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I love the banter, but never get personal, never call someone names. Sony PlayStation is shit, and never get personal with other people online. Please don't get personal with this stuff, chat. This is just for fun, my friends. Have fun. I know the one you're talking about. No, listen. Let me see if I can pull up the article though, because I literally think they took it down. I'm not kidding you. They literally took the article down. No joke. It feels like it is. I mean, I was looking for it, and it's still. Let me see if I can refresh it though. It still is. It still is down. The server encountered separate error and could not complete your request. Please try again in 30 seconds. And we have been trying for like the last 30 seconds. So the article is, bro boy, that they're forcing you to get a PS5 Pro from GameStop. Remember, GameStop just put an article out there. You saw it out there. But yet when we went over here and looked for the Xbox when they did the price tag, there was an article from Games Radar saying it's not worth getting it because it's $600 though. No, you can't. I did. You just can't open it up. You just can't. You just can't. I tried. I even searched. I did a search engine on it. Let me go look for it again. So I'll pretty much show it to you. Oh, not GameSpot. Is it GameSpot or GameStop? If they took that article down, golly. All right, so here it is. So look at this, right? I'm just going to show it to you from here because I can't open the article now since they pretty much kind of like I can't log into it. So I'll just show it to you from here. And in case it comes up later on, then use it. So this article was written 20 hours ago, sorry. About if. See, the PS5 Pro is still worth it for now. They're literally telling you go ahead and pick up the PS5 Pro, but let's go back to this. Let me see if I can find this real quick. There's the server error right there, and I can't get to it again. But let me go show you this. So right here. There's prime example of Xbox tax right there. When Xbox did the price hike, they said the Series X was not worth it for $600. Yet the PlayStation, the standard edition, this one, is $650. So it's worth to pick up a $650, and it's worth even more to pick up a $900 PS5 Pro without the disc drive firsthand. So yes, this is the Xbox tax, chat, that is out here. You've seen it right now, and there you go, bro boy. Giving you some ammo for out there, my friend. Giving you some ammo. Sony, a cease and desist letter. Laugh out loud. Mm-hmm. Yep. But I cannot open the article though. It's got an issue because look, I'll even show it to you again. Let me see if I can go for it. Open it up. It says error, server error. The server has encountered temporary error. Incredible. I'm doing the morning show, and boy, the funny thing is, I read the article on here. Oh man, you just cannot make this shit up. Nope. Fun stuff, chat. Fun stuff. Yeah, chat, that's how it is. Xbox tax in the living. Games read about an article saying it's not worth it yet. Yeah, I mean, Games Radar. Was it Games Radar? No, it's the gamer who wrote an article saying that the Xbox Series X is not worth it for the price it is. I'm still waiting on the article saying that PS5 is not worth it for that price. For me to say, wow, they are being, honest about it. But yet, the PS5 has a price increase, and we do not see any articles about it unless, there could be one out there, but shit. Incredible. We have not seen that slander in there, but yet we see GameStop, or is it GameStop or GameSpot? Sorry, GameSpot wrote an article saying, yeah, it's worth picking up a $900 console. Oh, 2-year-old tech? Seriously? With 5-year-old components in it? Hell no. Come on, man. Come on. You cannot make this shit up, Chad. You just cannot. All right. Sony sent a cease and desist letter. Laugh out loud. No, you don't get a PS5 Pro from GameStop. They will break the seal and use it, and that happened to me. I had no idea until I got home. Wow, really? My bad. I thought it was for the PS5. Laugh out loud. Because to be fair, Halo and Gears of War now multiplayer, which I think ponies don't appreciate. Oh, J-Tech caught blaming PC gamers for the PS5 price hikes. Really? He was blaming the PC gamers for the PS5 price hikes? Again, I keep saying this. Start blaming your company for things. If the company did not make something good for his PS4 users to go ahead and jump into the new box, that is not a PC problem. That is a problem that company needs to fix. Same thing goes with Xbox. If Xbox has 60 million console users out there, plus if they have 60 million in general, 30 million Xbox Series X, as they say, because that's actually, they're saying that's the number, plus the 30 million out there with the Xbox One, though, and the other 30 million has not made the jump. That's something Xbox has to fix, though. They do. Even though we talk about it, promote it, and be as honest as we can be about it, I mean, how can I get someone from Xbox One to jump on it? Because shit, it's kind of hard with these prices the way they are. But I'm glad you guys are showing them that right now with the deal you guys made out there that has been going on for like at least now for 5 or 6 days that we talked about it the other day. I mean, that could actually make them jump, and we can talk about that this is our opportunity to go ahead and jump for the price it is. Why not? Get it. If you're an Xbox One, go for it right now. You're actually getting it for a very good price though. But again, that's something these companies got to fix. And instead of blaming PC players, instead of blaming this and that or AI or whatever, it's the companies got to find a way to solve the situation, not us. You know what we do here? We buy the stuff to do what? To purchase, to fund it, to play games. Same thing with Bluepoint. Why did Bluepoint shut down? Y'all never asked yourself that question. I told y'all who's the number one blame for that, and it's you all. No one else. It's you, PlayStation fanboys, that did not purchase the damn game. If you guys would have purchased the game day one on the box, day one, my friends, on the box, when you got the box, you purchased it, and that game would have sold 10, 15 million copies, Blue Point would have not shut down. It wouldn't have. But you guys didn't buy it. This is the result you get. Period. What did lower Series X to? Let me check though. Let's check the deals that they lowered it to. Let's go look at the deals. The Xbox console deals. So they have a deal right now that the deal priced until March. It says here the standard was lower from $650 to $550. The 2 terabyte, I think it was lower too. I forgot what the price was. The Series 1 terabyte all digital was lower to $550, and the Series S, I think this is the wrong deal though. Xbox deals on Xbox Store. Let me go see. I read it the other day though. If I can find that promotion though, let's see if I can find it though. But yeah, I saw that they even had refurbished though for a really low price. I gotta find that deal though. They lowered it though. If you have an Xbox One, if you can upgrade right immediately from the Xbox Store, go ahead and purchase it though. Problem brewing for Sony. Ponies are loving Xbox games and looking forward to them more from Sony game. That's true though. That's another one though. That's all. Yeah, we did talk about it on Monday. We did talk about that deal though. I did mention it though. Let me go see. I think it was on Monday. Let me go see if I can find that news. If I can find that news, I can pull it up. Hold on, check. Give me 1 second. Let me go search for it. Keep on typing, my friends. Keep on typing. I'll keep on reading. Let me close this window. What the fuck this window's out there for? It's just causing me more stuff. YouTube.com. All right, let's go. Ooh, we got a new Xbox. We got a new He-Man trailer. I gotta watch that. He-Man, He-Man. Let me see if I can get this though. Let's see if I can find it though. New Jack Gaming, what's up, man? How you doing, man? I mentioned you earlier today. Someone was talking about retro. I said, go talk to you. I don't know shit about that, though. Hey, I'm being honest, though. I don't know shit about that. I said, go talk to New Jack. You the man about, all that stuff. Oh, this is live, though. Shit. Let me go see watch, or see, though, if I can find it, though. Alright, let me see if I can find it though. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm looking for it. I did talk about it though. I think it was on Monday or last week, I think it was. Was it last week, chat? Was it last week? Because that's the thing though. I don't remember though. If I find out, I think I did talk about it though. Let me go see if I can find it. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm looking for it. I did talk about it though, but I can't find it though. If I can find it, chat, I will show it to you guys. But no, this is old news though. I don't know why they're not talking about it. You're right. Seems like nobody's talking about it out there. But I remember I did see it. Let me go see. Let me go to the Xbox Twitter feed. It's probably on the Xbox Twitter feed right now. But yeah, but they lowered the prices for like 25 days. And I jumped into it to see it, but you know it doesn't affect me because hold on, I'll get it. I'm looking for it, chat. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it though. Give me a couple minutes, chat. Just give me a couple minutes, my friends. Because that was big though. They did lower the price for for very affordable price. Like if you have an Xbox One, I read that they lowered it up to 50%, and also you can get an Xbox refurbished for a lot more cheaper though. We did cover that here though, but I just cannot find the show I did it on. Because there's so much been happening these days with Xbox that you get lost the track of time with that stuff. So there's Bluey, there's this, there's that. There's this. Let's keep going down the list. That was a showcase. Everything's shown on the showcase. Going down the list. I'll probably find something, my friends. Give me just a couple minutes. I'm going down the list, and now my finger hurts for a moment. My finger points. That reminds me of Kung Pao, though. When my finger hurts, I say my finger points. I don't know if y'all watch Kung Pao. Kung Pao is such a great movie, chat. If you've never seen Kung Pao, go ahead and watch it. So funny. Let's see though, what was this though? I know that they lowered the prices like a couple of days ago, and you go like to the Xbox store to pick it up, and it was real cheap though. But I can't find it now. Where is it? 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 When did this happen, my friends? I do not remember, but it happened a couple of days ago though. Got the Xbox Insiders thing going on. Xbox Game Pass tiers going on. I can't find it, Safo. I just can't. I've been strolling down. I cannot find it. But yeah, if you go to the Xbox store, like if you go to the store right now, you go ahead and purchase an Xbox. That was going on for like 25 minutes or something like that. So it was on there though. You gotta do is check it out though. Yes, it is. It's a classic, huh? All those PlayStation games come to Steam, which, by the way, lots of games do well on Steam. Steam is a good value and hates it when ponies trash it. Oh, you gotta hate it because they hate everything, man. They just don't like anything. They don't go out there and explore. They don't see what we enjoy. That's what they get mad about. So it says here, that may have MS's plan to down the PS Live with the Xbox games and push PS1 first party titles on the top sales list constantly, which they can do. Yes, 100%. That's actually a good strategy too. To transform the Series X from a locked console into a dedicated gaming PC, Microsoft will have to dismantle the walled garden, as currently separates from hardware and PC ecosystem. I think they will probably do that, my friend. Like I said, we gotta wait till we know more on that console. We just know the itsy bitsy bits that we found in GDC. We know a couple things on it, but we just got to wait, my friend. We gotta wait. As like with Project Helix, if they're trying to make it a PC Xbox combo, that they're doing is unlocking the Xbox Play PC native games. I gotta tell you something. I'm hyped from next gen. I'm ready to go. The next Xbox comes out and it can do everything that a PC does. I'm gonna be super duper extremely happy, my friends. I will be. But yeah, I gotta find that article though. I got to find that article. I got to find that article, my friends. I got to find that article. But yes, it was a couple weeks ago about the Xbox, being on a lower price. Let me go see if I can find it. Xbox consoles on sale for a couple of days. Let me see if I can find it though. If I can find it though. I think I found it, Safo. But I don't think it's gonna. Oh, here. I think I found it though. But this is for me though. Remember, this is for me. You gotta check out. Well, it's out of stock though. But this is for me though. I know it's a lot more lowered for the if you got an Xbox One, but the Series X was dropped to 680. The $800 version was dropped to 680. I think the Series X 1 terabyte was dropped down to 450, if I could remember. And there was also Series X. I think it was for No, I don't think it was for 300 though. But yes, I know that they dropped the prices on the consoles for a limited time offer though. They did. They really did. They really did drop it though. They really did. So yeah, that was a sale on the consoles though. So you gotta go into the store to see it though, if you have Market analysis say it won't be below 1,000. Your point? Because literally, like right now, we don't know if and nothing is going to be below 1,000 though. We just don't know. It would be impressive to see if a box goes out there and it'll be lower than 1,000 though. We just don't not know, my friend. We just don't. We don't. So we gotta wait till the announcement comes by. And if you think it's good for 2030, good. All I know is I am upgrading to next gen. I am upgrading to next gen. As soon as it comes out, I'm upgrading, my friend. I'm upgrading. I am upgrading, my friend. I'm ready to go to next gen. I'm ready to go to have my Steam library on there, to have every library known to existence that I have on PC be on there. Oh, baby, I'm gonna be super duper happy. Yes, I will be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But like I say though, chat, we got to wait. So chat, guess what? Listen up, the crazy ones gotta go chat. I got errands I gotta do. And chat, look, on Thursday, if there's a lot of good news to cover, we will have a nice long show. Because on Thursday, it's spring break for me. Friday is also spring break for me, so we can have 2 days of nice long shows, good conversations and everything. Because man, oh man, it's spring break and I'll be here at home chilling. But yeah, chat. Like always, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing. I might skip next gen. I want a Mac Studio, says Safo. Oh, Safo, I mean, do what your heart's got to do, Safo. Do it. If you want to get a Mac Studio, go for it. What your heart tells you, go for it, Safo. I'm not going to stop you, my friend. Never. I'm not that guy who's going to tell you, when are you going to get that stuff? You know, unless if you wanted to go ahead and buy a PSVR 2, I will tell you, Safo, look for a good deal. Don't buy that thing brand new. Look for something good because you know that. That's the only thing I will tell you, though. With all the love in the world. Nice, nice, nice. Look, Dude Jack Gamer was going to show you guys dev mode in Louis' Discord. All right, nice, nice, nice. But yeah, guys, like I told you, if you guys want to know retro, you got to go to New Jack, my friends. That's the guy I tell you guys about that he knows all his retro stuff. Just started FF3 last night. Nice, nice. Resident Evil Requiem. Yes, I finished that game. I know a console's a console. I worked on them. Just pulling up stuff of mine since the 1980s. I've been working on computers. I started working on computers. Then they were running on QDOS. Don't get PSVR, but the MetaQuest. I'm just saying, though, that's the only thing I would advise for you to do if you're going to get a PSVR. If you can get it on a sweet deal, go for it if you want it. But brand new, though, like, ugh. This is a device that, sadly, though, they're just not doing stuff for it. And let me tell you, so it's an interesting technology, though, but damn, it's like they're not doing anything for it. They stopped production and everything. Sucks. That's how it is, though. Especially for the people who bought that thing. Wow. Sitting there collecting dust. Should have been backwards compatibility, but hey. You know, we believe in generation, my friends. Yes, we do, we do, we do. Why do you think that Xbox is running on a low-down version of Windows? Tomb Raider, Call of Duty, Resident Evil, Requiem. You'll never make it ever. What do you mean by that? Said Lord. To show proof on that Series X has Microsoft Edge. Oh, yes, it does. Woohoo. Now, PlayStation does not have a server, though. I don't know how those guys get in there and watch what they watch, though, because, you know, if they had an internet server, you know, they'll be accessing to that. Kind of incredible when they do that, huh, chat? Kind of amazing, though. It's amazing that they can figure out how to log in on Twitter on PlayStation. They can figure out how to watch, you know, what they like to watch on PlayStation. But they cannot figure out how to use Game Pass on PlayStation? Seriously? Y'all not figure that out? How to find a way to access Game Pass and take advantage of the cloud, though? Really? Wow. But to go and watch P-Hub, yeah, y'all know the way, huh? It's still annoying. Half-Life Alex is VR only. No! Microsoft is expected to use the Xbox Series X architecture to power its cloud gaming data centers until the launch of next generation consoles, likely around 27, 28. Hey, I'm waiting for it. I'm ready to go when it comes to next gen, my friends. Me, I'm playing Witcher 3, and having a blast playing it. Just Gwent, pow, 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 just doing Gwent games. Man, when I beat him on Gwent, I'm like, yeah, I'm the man to get those cards. Yeah, love Gwent. Woohoo! Oh man. Funny thing is, the Xbox PlayStation uses the same architecture. Weird. Cool Runnings. I gotta watch Cool Runnings over the weekend. But yeah, chat, like always, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. Seriously, chat, you guys are amazing. You know, this month we reached 2K. Now we gotta go find that 3K. And man, to all you new subscribers, hope you enjoyed the content. Over here, we have fun. Even though we go in for the slander sometimes, we just enjoy having that fun, my friends. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let's see. I hope I get to win that pass, though. No, I'm not a U.S. citizen, but hope I do, though. Hope I do. Yes, hope I do. Oh, man, chat. Reading that side of the news really got me down, though. Because I was happy filling that form up. Damn. But, chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful night. Do mean a beautiful and awesome Tuesday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back on Wednesday on this very same YouTube channel at 7 p.m. ET with Sabo, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. And if they invite me, they don't, XP en Español with Elvis Elencita and Metal Berserker on Fridays at 7 p.m. ET on their YouTube channel. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on, talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Chat, have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.